On Daydream. Drink a day shoots. Neon Daydream Hazy Ale. Oh. This is the story of the time that I got so drunk I Astrally projected. So, in North Dakota, we don't get a lot of concerts. Man, my hair is wild right now. Fuck yeah. We mostly get Miranda Lambert, Toby Keith, Willie Nelson. Nobody you want to see, nobody cool. We get a lot of cover bands. There's this band called 32 Below that does 80s and 90s cover songs, country and rock. And about once a year, there's this other band named Hairball that does 80s hair metal covers. They come to Bismarck, the Civic Center. And so this story probably takes place in maybe 2012, 2013. I don't remember. 2011. Could be. No, not 2011 because I wasn't 21 yet. Me and my ex got tickets to Hairball with some friends. And we go. And we were pre-gaming before we went. So by the time we got there, I was already pretty drunk and I had to pee. I go into the bathroom. And every urinal is full. Every stall is full. I see my old college roommate go into a stall. And I sneak in behind him. And he's like, oh, what the fuck? He's like, oh, hey, Meyer, what's up? And we're peeing together. And he's like, I make $80,000 a year now. He's an electrician or some shit. And he's like, yo, we got a hotel room 226. We're going to invite a bunch of girls over. You should come over after the concert. We're going to have a big party. I was like, cool. And so he and I became beer buddies all night. And we hung out with him and my old high school friends and then my girlfriend and our group of friends. And he and I were the beer brigade. So every time somebody needed beer, it'd be like, okay, let's go get some beer. And he and I would go grab 4 Coors Lights. Every girl we saw on the way there, he'd be like, hey, we got a party. Come over to our party after the concert. And be like, dude, you're a creep. He's like, yeah, I know. And he's a really good looking guy. So, but anyway, he's a creep. So, he's married now. What a faggot. Anyway, sorry for the F word. So yeah, we go get 4 beers. I'd carry 2 Coors Lights in my hands like this, stacked. I'd open the top 2, and I'd drink both of them on the way back to giving the beers to other people. I'd give the beers, I'm like, oh, I'm out of beer, I need more beer. So we did that 20 times. I probably drank 30 beers in an hour, 30 Coors Lights. And by the time the music started, fuck, dude, we were dancing. This other old college roommate of mine had a big long wig on, and we're bumping and grinding, and I keep falling over drunk. I cannot handle myself. And my ex is getting real pissed. She's like, dude, you're too drunk. You gotta go home. She's like, you're gonna go to that party. She's like, you're gonna make some bad decisions. And Blackout Me was he knew. 2 lost souls are swimming in a fishbowl. He was like, okay, I gotta go home. I Irish goodbye'd that son of a bitch. I just left without saying anything to anybody. And I started running home. It was probably a mile to my house. So I was at the Bismarck Civic Center. And on the way from the Civic Center to my house, I passed the train tracks. There's a bar on the train tracks called Bar and Bucks. It's the cheesiest bar in town. If you're ever in Bismarck on a Friday, go to Bar and Bucks. They do pay the day beers. So if it's Friday the 1st, you're gonna pay 1 penny for a Coors Light. Real trashy. So I'm running past Bucks and I trip and fall on the train tracks and I fall down and people are laughing at me. And I get up like a fucking zombie from The Walking Dead. I'm not watching myself through my own eyes. I'm up above watching myself run down the street. I'm astrally projecting. I'm so drunk I'm not even there. I watch myself run home. And I fall down one more time in front of there's all these people dressed in pajamas and superhero costumes. I don't fucking know. And I get up, I keep running. I'm all bloody. My knees are all scuffed up. My stomach's all scuffed up. I finally make it home to my little shitty apartment. I take a big long piss. I smoke a cigarette while I'm pissing in the apartment, which is bad. I shouldn't have done that. And a couple hours later, and then I just go sit on the couch and wait for my ex to get home. And then she opens the door and I'm sitting there drunk, weaving back and forth. And Rainy was out. One of my friends had named Blackout Me Rainy, and Rainy was present, you know what I mean? And she opens the door, I was like, will you roll me a spliff? And she's like, you son of a bitch. So yeah, I got so drunk I astrally projected. I like fell down on some train tracks, made some bad decisions. Don't drink Coors Light. Instead, you know what you can drink? Neon Daydream.